Let's do lesson 3.4, the first example involving vertex form. So as you can see, our example is in vertex form. Y equals 1/2 x plus 3 squared. It's a squared minus 6. Okay, now so we can rewrite our vertex form as this with plus. Okay, so we can identify A as being 1/2. So A is going to be greater than 0, so that opens up. Okay, so A is greater than 0, so it opens up. Now, what's our vertex? Our vertex is made up of this 3 right here and this -6 right here. But when you take that 3 out, you have to flip the sign. You have to switch the sign, so it becomes -3 and then -6. That's our vertex. -3, -6. Now the axis of symmetry is x equals, it's a vertical line, and it's always the x value of the vertex, so x equals -3. So let's go ahead and plot that. So -3, -6 right here. And our axis of symmetry is going to be negative. Now once we determine the vertex, it's pretty easy to figure out what our, well, let's go ahead and find the y-intercept. Okay, you know, for a vertex form, you can't automatically pluck out numbers like we did in the standard form because there is no c. So we have to make x equal to 0. So y equals 1/2 0 plus 3 squared minus 6. Okay, so y equals 1/2 times 3 squared minus 6, which equals 1/2 times 9 minus 6, which equals 1/2, which equals 9/2 minus 6, which equals 9/2. Find the common denominator, that's 12/2, which equals -3/2, which is the same thing as -1.5. Okay, so that's our y-intercept. I'm going to also graph that. 1.5 right here. Okay, now we can figure out our other point because you can see on this graph that from the axis of symmetry to the y-intercept this way, we have to go 1, 2, 3 to the right. So there's going to be a point, okay, 3 to the left, okay, 1, 2, 3 to the left. That is the same y as that point. It's going to be right here, guys. Okay, so the other point you can say is -6, -1.5, and also 0, -1.5. Okay, and then you can go ahead and graph it because that's enough points to graph. There is our beautiful parabola. Now let's go ahead and find the focus. The equation for the focus is a point, guys. The focus is h, comma, that's our x value, k plus 1/4a. So that when we substitute numbers in, we're going to get -3. K is -6 plus 1/4 times 1/2. Okay, so that's -3, comma, -6 plus 1/2. Okay, so that's -3, comma, negative 5.5. Okay, so that's our focus. Now the equation for the directrix, it's a line, it's a horizontal line, so we have y equals k minus 1 over 4a, so that equals negative 6 minus 1/2, because we figured out 1 over 4 is 1/2, which is negative 6.5. Okay, so that's our final answer. We've answered everything. Easy.